This week's game preview presented by Ticketmaster. And Coach, it's the same team again. Has that ever happened in your career at any point?
Last year, Pittsburgh. Last
sure.
game of the regular season, first game of the playoffs. So it's unique. We made a big point to the players that we have our tape to watch and we have the Pittsburgh tape to watch. So we really have two games to work with, and it's similar to when you get to week 3 of your season, you have 2 regular season games to work with. So it's unique to have the same opponent back to back, but you have been in situations like this with 2 games worth of tape.
Joel mentioned in his presser earlier today that they played a lot of their base against our 3 receiver looks, which is something they had not done before. So those kind of wrinkles, now you know that. You can't bring that out again. So how do you kind of prepare for that and then know, look, with the loss of Marlon Humphrey, that could change what they're doing on the back end as well?
Yeah, I think in any game there's punch, counter punch, and
Sure.
and we try to show things and see what they'll do to that. They did the same. So we'll see. Like Joel mentioned, that wasn't something that they had done before, but teams have done that to us in the past, certainly, and we will, we have options that we can get to hopefully take advantage of that.
And I mentioned, Humphrey's out, Peters is out, Sean Elliott, their free safety's been out for a long time. So their top guys on the back end are out. If they want to match up with 11 personnel with base, we've got to win throwing the football, right?
In a lot of ways, that's naturally what you would think, and getting your guys in space versus some of their players. So that's certainly something that we'll explore.
Coming into this one off of the bye, knowing what is at stake, knowing that who cares 6-6, it doesn't matter. Throw that all out. We have 5 games. It starts this Sunday. What's kind of the mindset of the team that you've tried to impart, and what have you felt them give you back?
Yeah, I think the guys are recharged. I think the bye week was useful for them to get right mentally, get right physically. And I think the guys understand that whatever happened previously, or whatever is in front of us really doesn't matter. What matters is this game and really this week of preparation going into this game. I think the guys have done a nice job of understanding that and really taking that to heart.
And the linebacker room, Anthony Walker Jr. is in many ways the leader of the defense. He's been your leading tackler certainly of late. How do you kind of make up for that loss, and how does that change the operation on that side of the ball?
Yeah, Anthony's a valuable player to us, just like you mentioned from a communication standpoint. That Mike linebacker is making a ton of calls. So it's going to fall upon Malcolm Smith, among others, to make up for that. But that's something that our linebacker crew has done a nice job of. A lot of those guys have played. They're on a rotation, so we're not playing with 1, 2, or 3 guys throughout the entire game. We're playing multiple guys. So I think that's helpful in a situation like this.
How about JOK in that game? I know that I think he's been impressive all year long, but that to me was kind of his piece de resistance, if you will. Going out there, flying around the field, 12 tackles, a tackle for loss, half a sack. And I thought his ability to go sideline to sideline, but stop, break down and make the tackles is kind of elite.
That's what we're excited about with him when we drafted him, to be able to play sideline to sideline, to be able to hit, to be able to cover, and he's ball aware. He's always trying to get the ball out. So he's definitely, his skill set shows up in a game like that when the team is using those gun runs, using those bubbles, getting the ball spread out horizontally. I think you see JOK's speed show up.
All right, offensively, we've had this bye week, we've had the self-scout. How's this week of practice been? Because I know you often say how you practice is how you're going to play, because we're going to need this offense to get going here this Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. I think the guys have had a good week of practice. We're certainly attempting to, adjust things that we're doing. You mentioned, with 13 personnel, with having 2 guys injured, you have to pivot to different personnels. You have to pivot to different play types. So I think the guys are doing a nice job understanding some of the different things we're trying to do.
Coach, anything you want to say to the fans? Because I know we need them on Sunday.
I'm excited to see it. I've seen it all season long. They've showed up every single game and have been loud and been into it from the jump. And we're excited to get in front of them again.